All right, hello and welcome. We are back. So once again, I anticipate we're going to have a disconnect at some point. So we are only live to Twitch, YouTube, and Kick right now. We're going to try to keep it. I did bump the bit rate a little bit, so hopefully it looks a little bit better than the last stream, but I wanted to keep it at 720p so I have a little bit of headroom in case we run across a bandwidth problem. But we will try to maximize it as much as I can. I may try to bump it like maybe another 200. Because the thing, I'll kind of give you guys a peek behind the curtain, is like when you're live, at least with OBS, you can raise your bitrate and lower your bitrate, but you can't change your resolution. So hopefully that should work okay. All right. Well, today we're going to do some more Hytale. So apparently, I woke up today and they had another update out. And I'll kind of let you guys know what the update is. I think it will say in game too. So we'll take a look at it. Let me see if I can find the launcher here. We'll get it fired up. So the patch notes for this patch, there was a January 24th patch. I'm not going to get into all like the customization stuff. It's not super important. They updated some of the visuals, some of the armor slot visibility toggles. They improved some of the animations for capes. So this was the main stuff that they added. So they added a new item that was added that allows the user to raise skeletal minions from nearby bone piles. Has a chance to drop from the large Praetorian skeleton. I don't know what that is, but we'll go through and try some of that stuff out today. Adamantite now requires a thorium or cobalt pickaxe to be mined. Mining and pickaxe progression has been adjusted. Lower tier pickaxes now deal much less damage to higher tier ore blocks. Upgrading to higher quality pickaxes significantly reduces the amount of hits required. They've buffed polar bears. There's more decorative light recipes that have been added to the furniture bench. The following NPCs will now drop medium hide instead of light hide. So bison, boar, cow, horse, warthog now drop medium hide instead of light hide. The magma toad has been adjusted. Tongue damage has been significantly reduced. Now alternates between its tongue attack and its new ability, headbutt. Petals are now craftable in the furniture bench under textiles category. Makes them renewable as yellow petals can be farmed from growing sunflower seeds. All crafting requirements used to make different colored petals are renewable resources. Lighter variants for each cloth block can now be crafted using combination, but that stuff's not super important. World Gen V2 has been prepared for public documentation to help modders. I don't really care about any of that. Major refactor of ore placement in all zones. You will need to explore new chunks for old worlds to see this change. Results in more ores, specifically in devastated lands undergrounds. So we are going to start like a new world. I think it's going to... The seed that gets generated is going to be a lot different with this update. Okay, so there were some farming changes. Says eternal crops no longer break from accidental weapon damage. They increase tilled soil lifetime, now lasts between 1.2 and 1.5 days. Fix soil decay under fully grown crops. You can now hold torches in your offhand while using the hoe and seeds. Breaking fully grown eternal crops will drop their seeds back. That's kind of cool. Harvested crops can now be placed on the ground when crouching. Recipe requirement costs have been adjusted for hoes. Hoes can now unlock at different farming bench tiers. We didn't use any of that stuff yesterday, so I'm not super familiar with it. So it says copper is now tier 2 instead of tier 4. Iron is now tier 4 instead of tier 8. Thorium has been added at tier 6. I'm not going to go through all the different UI changes that they got in here. They did add like a thing of if you don't want to see snakes in the game, they can replace the snakes with hatworms. I don't know what that's supposed to be. See, this is bug fixes. I don't really care about that. We're not going to worry about it. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into the game. So let me switch over to it. I don't know if it's going to show right away. Might not show the launcher. I might have to actually launch the game. Should be populating here in just a second. If I have it set up correctly. Let me check it real quick here. So properties. Well, why is it not displaying? That is interesting. I know you can hear the game sound. Oh, it is on the screen now. Okay, good. They fixed it. All right, so we created a new world. I do like the in-game music in this game too. It is pretty good. I like that it changes with the biomes. Okay, so I was trying to figure out like how can we progress in the game like faster? And I think what I didn't realize is that you can actually I think it's OP self. Okay, so that basically what that does, you can swap between creative modes. So the way it works is, as far as I can tell, because I've been kind of diving in to try to figure out like how the mechanics of this work. If you launch a game and it's in creative mode, the NPCs don't attack you. I tested that earlier. I was like, okay, well, what kind of game mode are we going to play? So I had thought about doing creative mode. But when I generated creative mode and I went out into the world, like the bears won't attack you. If you hit any of the animals, they won't attack you. And I was like, well, that's not what I want. I wanted the ability to have it basically be regular if I wanted it. So now what this command does it does a couple things that make it really handy for streaming, because I can change the time. I don't know if I can do it using day. Yes, so I can change the time to day and not have to worry about it ever being nighttime, which for stream, it just makes it a lot easier. So we're not really messing with a ton of the mechanics of the game, but I do want to see more of the progression, and some of the stuff that they've added is more in-game. So the first thing that we're going to do, we need to get some light in here because it is not very bright. I don't know if those things are... The other thing that we can do is, like, if we're in creative mode, we can fly. But you can disable... The way you can tell, so, like, if you look at the bars at the bottom of the screen, if they're blue, we're in creative mode, we're invincible. If it's red and yellow, we're in adventure mode, which is kind of like their standard mode. But it does allow us to do some things that we couldn't do before. So what we can do now that we have creative mode, so you can kind of see it says B for creative tools. You can basically do everything. So you can change what's playing as far as music. You can... I'm not sure what any of these tools do, to be honest. I don't want to mess with that too much. There's a machinima tool. That's interesting. I do want, like, the initial starter benches. What the hell is the difference between a work... Well, we are going to need a workbench for sure. Food bedroll. Are these storage items, or are they stuff that it's furniture? What about lighting? Frozen Castle lamp. I don't want to go too crazy with it. I do want some cool lights in here, though. Is there anything that... So we got this glowing magic potion, a candle. Let's use some of these stone braziers. We'll use some of those. We'll put them down here. And then we're going to have to place these benches. So let's put these down here. And I think we're going to need some tools. I don't want to go too crazy. What is this? There's a glider? I don't remember that being there before. Rusty steel sickle. What we need is pickaxe. Not a shovel. Stone and ore blocks. Great at breaking stone and ore. Well, there's a scrap one. I don't want to go too high up on it. Let's give ourselves an iron one for right now. Okay, let's get set up here. So we need some light. Oh, you know what? I also need to put that on the bar. What I might do, but like looking at this, is I might try to make this 2 levels. I'm probably gonna need some materials to do it, but I just gotta make sure I don't punch through to outside. See, I don't know if... Is there a reason for this platform to be here? Not really. What I'm trying to do is, like, before we had 1 level and we didn't have a 2nd level, what I would like to do is hollow this out a little bit with enough space that I can have 2 levels, and then I can use 1 for storage and 1 for crafting. Of course, I don't know how close the crafting benches have to be to the crates in order for them to be utilized. That might be a problem. That's not ideal. Okay, well, we know how far we can go. Assault block, stone block, calcite block. Cobblestone. Okay, so we can't go too much farther that way or we're going to punch a hole outside. Here we did punch a hole outside, but it's not from us. What I might do, let me go up here. Let's make this more like an actual base. We're going to kind of level off the top a little bit. Just be careful I don't pop a hole in the roof. I think we can go down a little bit more. I'm kind of curious, like, how much more ore we're going to find. It was kind of a toss-up today. I didn't know if I wanted to do Once Human or this game, but I would say I'm finding, like, a new passion for survival crafting games. which there's supposed to be like a Terminator-based one coming out at some point, but I have not heard anything about it besides it being able to be wishlisted. The only one I don't even know if I'd call it a survival crafting game. Like, the one I couldn't get into, and I tried. I really wanted to get into it because I had no people to play it, is I could not get into Fallout 76. I just did not like the game. Nothing against the game. I just thought the gameplay was a little bit too... I guess, I don't know if I'd call it slow. But the difference is, like, I think, at least from what I could tell, and I could be wrong, but it seemed like if you had a base and it generated a resource, like, it would not generate a resource while you're offline. And that's different from... That is different from how Once Human works. Once Human, if you build a resource gathering machine, it goes off of ticks in real time in the world. So, like, if you log off and come back to it, it's generating more resource. You don't have to be there constantly. Its system seemed more tailored to trying to keep people online. Which, granted, Once Human does have its problems. I wouldn't say it's a Minecraft knockoff. It's more like Minecraft 2.0. It's much more detailed than Minecraft is. It's been around for a while. So what happened with this game was, I don't know if it was a Kickstarter, but it had a development studio. It got picked up by Riot, and then they wanted to try to change the engine, and it went into like development hell for a couple years. And then Riot cut the funding for the game, and it basically got mothballed. And then the original creator of the game bought the game back from Riot, the IP back from Riot. And then this is kind of the re-release of it. So it's been out in one form or another for a while, just kind of been mothballed. But it's similar to Minecraft, but I would say this has a little bit more depth than what Minecraft does. I mean, it does have a lot of quality of life improvements that I think Minecraft needs. Because I think the main reason I could never get into Minecraft is if you didn't know, like, how to build an item, it was very difficult to build something. But in this, if you go to... Let me come out of creative mode. So if I go to craft and I want to craft something, it tells me what I need to craft it. It's more just straightforward. Whereas like the other one had like a table and you had to like lay out the blocks in a certain pattern in order to build it. This is not that way, which I like a lot more. I think it's more intuitive. Well, I guess I'm not going to try to make it flat. Some of these blocks are like half blocks. I don't know how that works. There's not a hole. That's good enough. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Where's the door? It is very dark. Gotta make sure I don't light myself on fire. And place while I'm jumping. Ooh, I lit myself on fire. put one over here somewhere, like maybe in this corner. And then over here somewhere, like maybe up on this ledge. It gives me a little bit of light. I think in adventure mode, they spawn you in this little cave type thing every time. It's like a temple. But what I ran into last time was I just didn't have enough room in here to put all the benches down. That's what we're fixing. I want a nice big open floor space. And I do want to mess with some of the other systems today. Like I want to try to do more of the farming. We weren't able to do anything with that. And I do want to do more cave exploring. Okay, that's not... It's not horrible. I don't really think we need this, though. Getting dirt. Probably gonna have to put another right there. Maybe what we'll do, I think if I go like up here somewhere. I'm going to try to have the lighting in the walls. It's pretty good. Not perfect, but it's okay. Oof, okay. That was not super great. That'll work. I mean, there's a little bit of light in here. I would like... I need a bit more light in the middle. How can I put it here, though? Probably gonna have to put, like, a little bit in the middle. Let's get rid of all these stairs. Sure, we'll eventually build a better base, but this will be good enough for right now. I don't think I can go any farther back without causing some problems. I'm going to leave that there. So we'll put... The darkest spot seems to be right about here. It gives me a pretty good amount of light. Okay, now let's start putting benches down. So I want like a... I need them close to my storage because it will pull from the storage if I have them close enough. So I need the crafting benches close to storage. So let's put one there. Scrapper, we can put look in this corner. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. Canning rack. Builder. Still need the blacksmith table. The furnace. Some of these I think you build at the workbench. Go over here. Let's do... Oops. Farmer's workbench. Chef stove. This is just the generic workbench. Put that over here. Furnace. I don't want to bury it. I'm going to set it back a little bit, though. I may end up with multiple furnaces. Let's do creative mode and then see what other buildings we need to put down. Blacksmith anvil. Turn off creative mode. This just kind of speeds it up so I don't have to go out gathering all these individual materials for all this crap. It'd be... and save a lot of time. I'm probably going to need more... Shoot, how do I want to do this? Put it over here. And then we need all... What is this? Alchemist? Yeah. Okay, so the next thing we're going to need some storage. And I need to keep it close to the benches as much as I can. I don't know how much proximity it can be away from it. Let's go into menu. We want storage, furniture, doors, lighting, shelves, signs. What do we got for shelves? Containers. So there's a bucket, a pot, coffins. No, we don't want that. We have wood crates. I want to see what this does. Goblin chest. Do you open these? Are they like a loot thing? Let's find out. These are like a loot item. They're not... Oops. Take forever to break it with a frickin' iron pickaxe, though. Okay, that was unfortunate. So we can't really use those. Can I throw them in the scrapper? Workstations can link storage chests in a radius of 14 by 6. Up to 100 chests may be linked to one station. 14.6. What does that mean? 14? I think that means I can put those chests over here without too much problem. Let's see. We cannot use wooden chest. I think is going to be our best thing that we can use. Ah, crap. Can I put it right next to that one? Not really. There it goes. Oh, it's like the single file ones are just a little bit different size. That's 16, so it's going to be smarter to keep it somewhat close to it. Damn, why did it do that? Okay, I think we're set up. We're pretty much good. The only thing I want to do... rid of the stuff we're carrying. Is there a way I can do that with creative mode? Delete it? Can I select it and delete it? You just hover over it and hit delete. Okay, so we are going to go out and adventure now, but what I want to do... we're going to start out with some better gear. What is that? Empty watering can, crude repair kit, repair kit. repaired item will lose up to 20% of its maximum durability. So there's a limit on how much you can repair something. Okay, let's look at this. So I think adamantite might be the highest resistance. But there's this other one. Because these are like 9 for a chess piece. That's 14 for a chess piece. And it increases attack damage. And it's plus 24. There's these cinder cloth ones that give you mana. Which is like, if you look at the chess piece, it's plus 9, fire resistance plus 75. Those don't give you any mana. Plus oxygen. Physical resistance plus 14. Physical resistance plus 9. The hell is a helipack? Utility helipack? What is that? I want that. How do we equip it? I don't even know if we're supposed to have that or not. It's poison resistance, so that we have this whole set is poison resistance. Projectile, light attack damage, light attack damage. So we could either go all attack. I'm looking for like special qualities on armor. Signature attack damage. I don't think that's going to matter. That's the diving suit. I don't think that's going to matter. Mithril. So mithril chest is plus 24, 14, 14. Adamantite gives you additional attack damage. Let's do this. And then we're going to need some weapons. The other thing that I need to figure out is how can we see without needing... These are stamina potions, potion bottles, feed bags, fertilizer bags. Is there one that helps you see in the dark? Those are buildings. There's tools. There's weapons. I don't know if a torch counts as a weapon. What is that called? Food? So we still need a shield. I think it's under weapons. Signature energy. Mithril daggers. I wish there was like a damage stat. It doesn't have like a damage stat. Or like If there's ammunition, I don't know what it would be under. Because there's like, here's a rifle. Here's a broomstick. Adamantite club. Frost zombie leg. So there's a longsword and there's a saber. They're both two-handed. I do want this flame longsword. It's a legendary. It's probably like one of the rarest swords in the game. But it is a two-hander. Ancient Knight's Incandescent Shield. Mithril Shield. Is there one that emits light? Adamantite Shield. Cobalt Shield. Incandescent Shield. It's a utility item. Can you equip more than one? It will let you equip more than one. What if I take a... We got a blunderbuss, we got a gun, we got a deployable turret, a glowing totem, a healing totem, tribal darts, thorium daggers. I need like an axe. It's a mace. Or like a staff. Spear. This grimoire is like the new thing. We can take some of those. Mithril staff. It'd be nice if one of these like emitted light. Tribal wand, stone skin, cutlass, doomed outlander. See, staffs don't look like they do anything. But that one weapon is, well, it doesn't even give you like a stat for like a plus. Let's do some of these daggers. So let's do those daggers. Those are clubs. Those are battle axes. I'm kind of wondering if these guns have ammunition or not. Let's try it out. And then they have bows. I know bows would use arrows. I think we're good. The only thing I'm not sure how to equip is this helipack. So if I go to inventory, like where does this get equipped to? It's a backpack. Oh, you know why? Because I don't have the backpack unlocked yet. I have to go to the Forgotten Temple. Unlocked by crafting the backpack upgrade. Alright, let's go find the... Let's accelerate this gameplay a little bit. Go time. Day. I thought the sword would act as a light, but it doesn't really. still skeletons about. We got running out of stamina quick, though. How does this gun work? It doesn't appear to have ammunition. Well, it looks like it hits for quite a bit of damage. Last time it had a red apple there. I do notice a problem though. We don't have any sort of way to generate light. So if I hit Z, does it use my shield? How do you use your shield? I don't think you can with any of these two-handers. What about... So if I go to tab... Food torch. Pocket crafting. What if I hit creative mode? Would it be considered a tool? Not a weapon. Wouldn't be considered furniture. Not a block. Oh, no, no. Not a structure. Not a soil. What are these? Special items? Decor. I don't know what it would be considered. What would a torch be considered? Food torch. Ancient torch. Okay, so here's some torches. Can I light that? I don't have enough freaking light in here. Okay, so the portal is definitely where we want to go, but let's look at what's in this chest. It is some medium leather, some silver ore. I don't know what we're going to find over here. Are you friendly or not friendly? They seem pretty friendly. Oh, so he does. Essence of life. Spices, salt, dough, Caesar salad, apple pie. So he deals in essence of life. You can kind of see like this is it's early access. So like you can kind of see like over here, this is early access, is work in progress. You can see like over here, this is a work in progress. I'm assuming this is going to be bigger at some point. Void curses keeps Orbis locked away, but there may yet be a way to break it. A deity rests within this heart of Orbis. Seek out memories of Orbis, myriad creatures, and record them here to restore her will. Your inventory can now store a limited number of memories under a special section. Return them to the heart of Orbis to unlock a variety of rewards. Memories? Three decorative chests, 2 eternal seeds, 1 maximum teleporter, plus 1 maximum teleporter, plus 2 maximum teleporters, furniture workbench, farmer's workbench. Okay. Let's do this. Turn on creative mode. Go into here. Is there a search tool? Structural, soil, ores, plants, fluids, portals. I'm pretty sure it's an item or an entity. Void heart. Essence of the void. Prismatic hide. Wait a minute. So how does that work? Is it like a discovery thing? Like the stuff you see? Yeah, I think the memories is like, it must be like a codex. It's got to be like a codex. I just got to keep an eye on my connection because eventually it's going to drop out and I'll have to reconnect it real quick. Okay, so that... I don't want to kill anything in here. I feel like that would be just bad juju. I don't know if I can actually fly in here if I want to. I'm still in creative. There we go. Okay, so that was Forgotten Temple. Craft the backpack upgrade. Well, I think that's going to be... Yeah, okay, so the memory thing is like a codex. Those are fish. Yep, it's definitely a codex. Because the little blue icon shows up above them, and it's definitely based on that. Let me turn something on my tracking real quick, so I think it's having a hard time picking me up. Yeah, I think... Or maybe I needed... Let me go... I think that's better. Yeah, that's better. It was not picking up my audio for my tracking. It was a little bit messed up. Okay, so the next thing we're looking for... New memory collected. Trying to go to our base. But if I can find some more creatures, I'm going to try to get the memories. What about these fish? I can't remember. Is there even any fish in Minecraft at all? I don't even know. I mean, I guess it kind of serves as an alert if you run across something that you haven't seen before. But my objective for like today, I want to explore farther out. So like yesterday, we didn't really get a chance to go very far. Because we were waiting on day-night cycle. That kind of sucked a little bit. Okay, so this is gonna... I don't know, is it gonna be armor? No, not armor. Carpenter's decorative. Unlocked by crafting the backpack upgrade. And how do we do that? Is it the workbench? Tinkering. Backpack. Okay, so this is what we need. So it's under workbench tinkering. So we need iron ingots and medium leather. What happens if I can't enable... So I enable crafting or creative mode. I go into the workbench. Can I just craft it? I know this is like the cheesy way to do it, but you have to put it on my bar. Your backpack capacity has now increased to 9. Can it be leveled up? Backpack upgrade requires workbench tier 2. Okay. Workbench tier 3. Backpack capacity increased to 18. Wait a minute, is that like you can craft more than one? Find out. You can only have one type of this item. So what I want, so this is kind of like a cheesy way to do this, because what I want to do is I want to upgrade all these benches all the way. So tier 2 just gives you an additional input. And this one, the chef stove appears to only have one tier. Farmer's workbench definitely has more than one tier. Holy cow, this has a lot of tiers. It goes up to tier 10. Why though? Is it like seeds? I don't know. That can't be upgraded. The tanning bench can be upgraded. Only to tier 2 though. Builder's workbench can't be upgraded. Armorer's bench. There's Mithril. There's poison resist gear. Hey, what else can we do? There's a lumberjack chest, a small chest, and a cavern chest, and there's beds. All bamboo torch. Holiday decorations. It looks like workbench only goes up to tier 3 right now. Let's get rid of this iron pickaxe. I must not be. Oh no, I'm in creative mode, so why doesn't it let me delete it? There it goes. Tools. I think adamantite, probably like one of the better ones. It's like, what's the best you can craft at this workbench? There's mithril, there's rare, and there's epic. .400 durability. Let's get rid of some of this crap that we're carrying around that we don't need. Well, I thought I could just hover over something and delete it, but apparently not. Okay, do we have all the workbenches? Jeff's farmers, tanning, tinkerer. There's bear trap, a target, metal spike trap, training dummy, rails, wooden spike trap. We need 100 memories to unlock that other recipe. So it looks like mithril. It looks like it might be some of the better stuff. All right, let's see if... Let's turn off creative mode. Can I equip this backpack? Like if I go to backpack and I go like this. Or does it go down here? I don't think this does anything. Either that or it hasn't been implemented yet. Well, we'll just get rid of it. Why can't I delete? Oh, because I have the backpacks. Is it because I have the backpack selected? Yes. Okay. So that's how you do it. Quick stack. Creative tools. What if I go to inventory? So if I go tab, that doesn't do anything. I really would like something that gives me, like, that emits light even if I am not using a torch. Unless, is there like a one-handed sword that I can use? Let's try it. So if I go to... I'm looking for a one-handed weapon. Maybe this oxenium axe. That's a two-hander, 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 two-hander. A mace is a one-hander. Zombie arm, zombie leg. Is there like a one-handed... There's a handgun. Can I use a... Can I use a torch in the offhand? How do you fire it? Oh shit, I do not mean to do that. Clearly not firing it, so I don't know. That gun works fine. This one does not do anything. Are all the other guns two-handers? Blunderbuss. All the spell books are two-handers. Is there any wizard items that are one-handed? There's these swords, these one-handed swords. Mithril sword. Nexus sword. Let's try a mithril sword. We still haven't solved the problem of needing torches. What I'd like to do is have a right now torch is an offhand, right? Can I equip a torch in the offhand slot? Okay, that will help a lot. So theoretically, that works perfect. The hell is that? Essence of the void. Normally, I would not try to fight a bear because he would wreck my face. Alright, so we're going back to Forgotten Temple, turning these memories. If I can find my way in. Does the thing at the bottom respawn? No, it does not. Okay, good. So we unlocked 2 eternal seeds. I mean, I guess the thing that we could experiment with is teleporters. We don't really know how those work yet. And I don't know if it's something that we build. You can kind of see like this teleporter is sitting on a teleporter base. But since we have creative mode, we might be able to mess with it a little bit. We're heading back towards the spawn. So what I want to do is to see if I can get a teleporter. Granted, now we can go we can venture out way farther from our start point, which is good. I definitely want to see some of these other biomes. Did I re-click the memory from the fox? Pretty sure you can domesticate the fox. That wrecks their face pretty good. Okay, so we need to experiment with teleporters. Not furniture. Portals. Leave instance. Forgotten temple portal exit. Forgotten temple portal enter. Portal return. Void invasion. Fragment Orbis, the Dreadwake. Place in the ancient gateway to visit this fragment. Work in progress. Okay, so they might not have this stuff. Place this in your base to tear down the barriers and travel to other fragments. Windsor Valley jungles. Okay, so that might be a work in progress. It might not be active yet. I wanted to see recipe not discovered. Okay, so let's do that. So we in these items, we can actually give ourselves the recipes. And that's what I want to do. So I want to unlock some of these recipes. I don't need 10 of them. I only need 1. Okay, so if I right click, it's 1. I need the last 6. The seed bag. Can I use it while I'm in this other menu or not really? No. But we'll just go through the process. I can't use this one? No item ID for the recipe specified. Okay, so I can't use that one. What else we got? We got meat pie. We got apple pie. Get rid of this. Does it say known on here? No. So I need like the last 5 or 6. I don't know what these grimoires do. I'm going to take these. There's a void grimoire and an air grimoire. But there's also, like, in here, there's grimoires in here, too. Yeah, like, there's a purple grimoire, but this one's a void grimoire. Common, demon spellbook. I don't know, but maybe I can't use those because I don't have... Maybe I don't have mana. I can't use it. I might have to switch my armor to one that has mana. Let's try it. If I do, so I go tab and I put, I put this void grimoire. What does this do? It places it. put a hole in the floor. I don't think that does anything. I don't think these void grimoires do anything. Okay, so let's learn the rest of these recipes real quick. I wish there was something to expand your hotbar. I suppose like really you can only do what you have keys for. Yeah, I think that's everything that you can learn. Kind of tempted to get a crossbow because a crossbow is a one-hander. You know what? This one I don't think I upgraded it. Energy, health, stamina, antidote. So you have to restore 50 memories to get that. Greater energy potion. Okay, let's see if I can find a one-handed crossbow that's better than what they have. So there's this ancient one that's rare. That appears to be the only one. What does it use for ammunition, though? Does it need arrows? Or does it fire? Okay, it has to be reloaded. So we definitely need arrows. What do we got for arrows? We've got... two-shot arrows. Here's another rifle. So there's a gun and there's a rifle. So this one doesn't fire. There's got to be like some sort of ammunition for it that is not listed in here. This one does not work. But this we can delete. That gun can, though, for some reason. Bone claws? That's kind of cool. Let's free up our bag a little bit. All right, let's see. Does the demon spellbook do anything? It seems like it's doing a cast, but I think it doesn't cast, maybe because I don't have mana. The armor that I have does not have any capacity for mana. But if we wanted to try it, we would need... Is there any pants that are magical? See, that has a backpack. Like, what are these other slots? Is there a backpack slot? Like, there's a leather. There's a quiver. How do you use it? There's also a big backpack. I'm looking for two things. I'm looking for... I could use Cindercloth pants. That gives me more mana. And that gives me... That's a tunic. That's 20 for a hood. 28 for pants. Two. So the Cindercloth ones are better. Those gauntlets are way better though, I think. That's only 7% though. What are these Onyxium ones? 7. $16.29. 13. 22. What are the other options for magic? So 28 versus 22. This is 7%. This is 7%. So Cindercloth pants are better. And then 20 versus 13 plus 9. So this hood is better. 17. That gives me way more life. That gives me no magic. So like I think that's like the most magic that you could have. If I'm not mistaken. Looking through. I don't see anything on those. Ooh, maybe not. Plus 736. These Prisma ones might be better. Plus 916. That's not as good. Plus 1720. So this is a little bit better. 736. These are a little bit better. 920, 916, 1328. 1328. I want to put these on because it's just going to match better. I think 104 is like the highest you can get. Okay, so now that I have... Moving around here a little bit. Now that I have mana, can I cast? Frick. Did it use it up? It didn't summon anything. Well, what can you use for magic items then? Like, so if I go in here, right? And so I would think weapons would be the baseline ones, right? We had a demon spellbook, we had a flame spellbook, a frost spellbook, a brown grimoire, purple grimoire. Do you need like... Well, the demon spellbook might be the one most likely not to do anything. Let's look at these ones. Do I need 25 of them? Are they one-time use or what? Let me just take one each. And then we'll see if this is an actual... I was hoping there would be like a wand, you know, because like you've got these canes. Those are two-handers. All these grimoires are two-handers. There's no magic items that are one-handed. Let's test out this bow. I don't know what that uses. So apparently it does not use arrows. Does it use darts? Apparently I can't load it. Yeah, that's not working. Unless there's a different bolt for a... Arrow, 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 arrow. No, it's not that. Oh, these are... I don't know what that is. That's garbage. Get rid of it. Delete. Gone. Okay. Let's test out... Let's move this up here. We got a flame spellbook and we got a frost spellbook. Let's try these. Let's probably do this outside. Turn off creative mode. It uses it up completely. And it looks like the recast time is very long. Let's see if we can find like a creature I can cast this on. I don't know if it's just not doing anything because we're not targeting anything. How's that? Like a ruin of some kind. Nothing in there though. Okay, here's a bunny. That'll work. Does not work. So magic seems like it's a little bit work in progress. don't know what the hell that was. We're just gonna play it like Doom. This is the only gun I can see that like actually works. I heard another one. Where'd he go? Oh, he's up there. All right, let's get out of this place because I don't want to get freaking wrecked by them. Well, that changes how we do our armor too, because before we were doing this mana, so we had magic. Now it doesn't matter. So if I go into our armor, right? I just want the highest increase in HP. So like anything that's higher than 14 would be good for a headpiece. That's 9. Honestly, I think it's going to be... Well, the damage resistance is going to matter too. Physical resistance that's plus 14. The highest resistance helmet. So physical resistance 5. Physical resistance 5. Physical resistance 8. Physical resistance 6. Legs. Physical resistance 11. Is there anything higher than that? There's this thorium one that's 12, 27, 12. That's a little bit different though. It just gives me poison resistance. That one gives me charge attack damage. Ooh, these are pretty good. These mithril ones. It's still only 5 though. These pants are really good though. It was 11 plus 19. That's pretty much what that is. Okay. Let's make it daytime again. Turn off creative mode. I'm still a little bit lost on how this backpack exactly works. I don't know if there's supposed to be like utility slots or how that works. It's definitely not that. Either that or these have not been implemented yet. Get rid of this. Gotta close the backpack for this to work. Don't need the grimoire. venture out a little bit farther. Cover some new biomes. I don't know what this is. It's like a little town or something. Let's check this out. Iron ore, essence of life, charcoal. Nothing super great. Yeah, I noticed like a lot of these caves are not very like, they're not very loot dense. Like there's like one chest and that's like about it. There's not really a whole lot else. Are you friendly? Or are you not friendly? You are not friendly. I'm looking for different biomes. So there's like, there's this building. What's this? Like a crypt or something. Work in progress. Okay. Is there fish? So what we're trying to do this world gets generated in chunks. And the different biomes have different creatures. I'm thinking those are... God damn. Get a drink. I'm thinking those are like a portal, like a dungeon. The wolf. Watch this. I'll just drop in on him. Oh, shit. Okay, I can take fall damage, apparently. Gotta be another one. Over here. I think this is going to say work in progress too, because I think it's a copy pasta of the other one. Yep. I keep seeing these trees that they're a different color. Those are wolves. Those are turkeys. How close can I get to these things? You can't collect them in creative mode. Well, now we know. This is the first time we've seen it rain. I don't know if the world is like infinite and it just keeps generating, kind of like Minecraft, where you can pretty much go almost forever. I gotta watch the fall damage. Actually, is that something I can toggle? Like if I go to creative mode, tab. Allow NPC detection. Respond to hit. What does that mean? Light inertia, move speed. Does that make me default faster? Yeah, it does. Like a swamp biome. Apparently there's piranhas in here somewhere. That's a snake. I mean, there seems to be like a pretty good abundance of wildlife as far as like variety. I think more than what I expected. Blood leaf. What does that do? What is this? I think they're upset. This gun is like way OP because it doesn't have any durability, so I can just smoke everything. It doesn't have ammunition either. I'm pretty sure it's not obtainable in the game yet. The only other thing we haven't really seen is like a... I guess we could test it out. Like, I have not seen one yet. So if I go into creative mode and I open this up and I go to weapons. Well, no, would it be a tool? No, it would not be a tool. It would be... Maybe it would be, it's not considered a potion either. There's a large fire bomb, stun bomb, continuous fire bomb. None of those seem like they would have an area of it. Like an area of effect. You know what I mean? Like the equivalent of TNT. Right? Try some of these. Can I only carry one? Or can I carry multiple? Do you have to throw it? Or does it have to be placed? They are not very effective. I mean, it worked okay. It just did not work super great. All right, let's venture into this cave. Silk larva? There does not appear to be a lot down here. The other thing we haven't tested yet is I have not tested to see how far down in the world you can dig. Because you know how, like, eventually in Minecraft you hit bedrock? The hell was that? A trap? It might be difficult finding our way out of here. Well, more than one way to find our way out of here. Dig our way out. Well, let's try it, you know, because we don't really have anywhere. Well, it's going to be easier if we go a lot lower. What is that creature? Let's see if there is a limit to the bottom of the world. deep can we go? Okay, so there is no bottom to the world. You can just die. Well, now we know. So far, we haven't seen any, like, exotic animals yet. We've seen, like, some buffalo, seen, like, larger bodies of water. We haven't come across any, like, dragons or dinosaurs or anything like that yet. See if we can find our hole. Somewhere in here we dug a hole. We died. It might be right there. We're just going to cover that up. What is that? Is that a spider? Looks like a spider. Where there's one, there's usually more. Frostmark tundra? Holy cow, look at this cave system. It goes on for like a while. I don't really see any wildlife in here per se, though. Well, no, there is. What is that down there? They are snap jaws. Can you fish with a... You absolutely can. Okay, so this is like an ice. You slide across it. Alright, we gotta fly because I can't get out of here normally. I mean, I probably could, but you'd have to like really build your way out, which would be kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, they definitely did increase like the ore density, which is good because that was like one of my complaints yesterday was that the ore density was very, very low. gonna see if I can find a new biome, because like there's supposedly like 10 different biomes. There's like deserts. There's supposed to be. Oh, that's an owl. What is that? That's a spider. It is an owl. A brown owl. What other wildlife is over here? I'm thinking the mountains might be a place to go. You can kind of see how like the biomes don't seem like they're very large. They seem like they're maybe like 100 blocks by 100 blocks. They're not very huge. There's definitely a cave on the side of this mountain. I am not seeing much wildlife in this area. It's a Yeti. All right, let's go back and explore that cave. So what material is this? Frost skeleton. It looks like iron to me. It's silver. Is this silver over here? Yeah, it is silver. That's good. What about gold? I think gold is probably more in like the desert areas. When we flew over here, there was like a tunnel on the side. It was like a little opening. Right there. I want to see what this is. Nothing we haven't seen before. This has got to be frost. I think it's frost, yeah. We've been in here before. Well, not this exact cave, but we've been to a similar biome. Alright, we gotta find our way out of here. What is it? What is that? It's probably ice. I can't pick it up when I'm flying anyway. I mean, it looks kind of cool in here. I still wish there was like a better way to see. All right. I don't know which way is out, but we're gonna go this way. if I go up high enough. It's finally. What is that? Looks like glowing mushrooms, maybe? There's something along the shore over there, and I can't tell what it is. This is the fen. Must be, because those are fen stalkers, so. Alright, we gotta make it daytime. I'm thinking we either go... Because we were heading west, was the direction we were going. I don't know if there's like an advantage of going south. I don't know if the biomes work like that or if they're different. Because I noticed we're going north, we're hitting snow. The hell is that? I'm gonna go venture a guess that this is gonna say work in progress on the inside. These are outlanders. Feel like Doom guy. I can't see anything. What the hell is that? Trap doors? What is this? This is crazy. Lost Civilization lantern? It goes lower. Scanning racks. This is like a little underground city almost. What resource is this? This is the way we came in, so I don't want to go that way. Let's go this way. This trapdoor. What is going on in here? Are you friendly? You're not attacking me. You can't see anything in here. Those are spiders. There's a chest in there? I don't want to let them out. I'm expecting there to be like a ceremony room or something. Thorium ingots. Thorium ore. We're like way deep in here. Like finding our way out of here is going to be really interesting. Outlander sorcerer. So somewhere in here there's an enemy. I think we got everything. I don't really see anything else. That was that room we were just in. So we had to make our way back up the way we came. It's those spiders. We got two paths. We got this path, which looks like it loops kind of around. No, it doesn't. We went this way before. I think we have to go down in order to go up. I'm not sure where that trap door goes to. Oh shit. I had to enable creative mode because I got freaking... There's probably 10 of them in there. I was not expecting that. Boom powder. An ingredient? Cobalt ore. It's like an antechamber. It's like they're like a big room. We're trying to find like a stairway that goes back up the way we came. But we're still finding doors we haven't explored yet, so we'll keep going through here. What is this? What? It's like an elevator, but where does it go to? Okay, it's just a chain. Maybe we could ride the chain. It's a priest. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how to get out of here. What is this material? It doesn't say. It's like a... Ow, ow, ow. I thought that was the spikes damaging me, but it was him. Alright, we're gonna fly out of here. There's another chain. Let's follow it. Goes to the ceiling. I have no idea where we are. There's an altar. Okay, we found some stairs. That's good. Good start. Void crawler? What the hell is that? Another door. I'll take some more thorium. Mind if I do? What is going on in here? Like, where are we? That was like a brute. Oh, Jesus. That scared the crap out of me. I thought it was another brute right at the door. I don't think you can go any deeper in here. I think this is like the pretty much as far as you can go. Try to find our way out. Let's see, what do we got? We've got the hallway, but it dead ends. Oh, it ain't that way. I should have been lighting these lanterns as I went around, or torches actually. Gold ore. I'm kind of looking for like a pathway that goes back up the way we came, but I know that we came down into this place. There is a way that I could get out of here though. What is this? Tool settings, brush, compass, play. I don't think I can use a shovel to get out of here. What am I using right now? I'm using a mithril. I don't know if... Is this Onyxium one better? 450, 400. This has gotta be better. There we go. Since we got that menu open, we can delete some of this crap that we don't need. The reason I did that is because I think the easiest way out of here is going to be go up. Because we're so deep in this cave now that I have no idea where the hell we are. And we're out. Yeah, that complex is huge because we're in like the cave over there, and it goes all the way over here. I'm gonna take these guys out. I mean, that's probably the biggest facility that we've seen so far. Like, as far as like a randomly generated facility, that is definitely a big one. But it does seem like the farther you go north, the more you run into snow. Because like if you look at the stuff that's out here, like this is all north. Like, so because we're heading north, there's more snow up here. So I'm thinking if we head south, we might run into more desert. But I don't know if we're going to run into like the edge of the world. Is kind of what I'm looking for now. That, and I'm kind of looking for creatures that we can add to our... Oops, I was hitting the wrong button. I was like, why aren't we moving? The hell is that? Essence of fire. There was a wolf. Did I get his memory? Or is this a horse? Skeleton horse. I already know where we gotta go. You can see that there's like some sort of facility up there. I'm looking for like... This is a regular skeleton. I don't even see a path to get up there. Is there like a main facility, or is this like a little randomly generated town? There's some chairs. To me, that sounds like there's an enemy up here somewhere. I don't see one though. What are these blocks? Red crystal shard. What is that? It's a frog of some type. Rhino toad. The wraith. Yeah, like traversing these spaces would probably be kind of a pain. Ooh, dang. How big of an area is this? Like a swamp. Incandescent skeleton head. Cinder waste. Okay, that's another biome. Well, am I full? I gotta go back to the... Can I even see it? That's death. Well, I mean, I can head that way. It'll kind of get me where I gotta go. Big ass body of water. Because what we gotta look for, we gotta look for the Forgotten Temple again. And we were so far away that it wasn't registering on our map anymore. Those guys are not new. I thought maybe they were new, but they're not. Sorry, I'm like starting to lose my voice a little bit. Damn, we're way out here. There we go. Forgotten Temple Gateway. I think the next direction that we'll go is south, more than likely. Are you hostile? I don't want to find out. think they would prevent me from killing NPCs in here? I don't think they would. I don't think it's programming for that. That took me up on the maximum number of teleporters, plus 4 eternal seeds. 3 decorative chests. Morph potions. So there's more stuff we can craft now. See if we can find our way out of here, and then we'll go back to our base and see what we've unlocked. Our base is this way. I mean, there seems to be like a fair degree of wildlife. It's got a lot of diversity to it as far as like types of creatures. There's a fair bit of biomes that are all different. There seems to be like a fairly robust crafting system. The only thing I'm not sure is I don't know if like our map is more like a globe. That it might like say you continue to go north, does it wrap back around again? Unknown item. Capture crate. So let's, where we got this bag animal feeds. Some animals might be lured by this. We have not tried to capture any animals yet. I need to get 200 in order to unlock that. There's, what are these? 100, 100, 200, 200. What? Sapling seeds. Are these eternal seeds? Eternal, uncommon. Pumpkin seed bag, eternal. I don't know what the eternal means. If it means like once you plant it, it continues to grow. This is just decoration. I mean, we could try to set up like a little bit of a farm and see what that does. Store 100 memories to unlock this. We don't know what that is.